Hey guys, it's your girl Jasmine Flag, aka Fit Flaggy J, your favorite trainer, motivator, soca instructor, pro bodybuilder, calisthenics queen, helping you move forward physically, mentally, and emotionally. This is part 2 of my meal prep video. So if you did not see the protein video, which is part 1, click right there and come on back after you watch the video. But anyway, you guys, we're going to start over there because we have to show the tools. You definitely have to make sure that you have a scale. We're going to be weighing things out. Cutting board to make sure that we have a good surface. We got the scissors because sometimes I prefer using scissors to cut instead of a knife because it feels a little easier. Foil. We have our plantains that are blacker than black, ready to go. We have our sweet potatoes. I'm gonna be eating asparagus this time around, and I'm gonna add some peppers for flavor. All right, family, so the first thing that we're gonna start with is our sweet potatoes. So all I do is take a piece of foil, and I wrap the sweet potato completely. Simple as that. Do the same thing to the other one. Just make sure that it's completely wrapped up, no ends are out, so that it can really steam in the oven. I've already preheated the oven to 410 degrees. We're gonna pop these babies right into the oven just like this. You don't need a pan. Just go ahead and throw those right in, okay? While our sweet potatoes are in the oven, those are probably gonna be in there for about an hour, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Now it is time for us to make our plantain. So basically it's really simple to make plantains. You're just gonna go ahead and cut off the ends. Go ahead and cut off the ends, those are garbage. And then you're gonna slice the skin right down the middle, just like that. You're gonna go ahead and peel off the skin. Now that you have your plantain peeled, you're just gonna go ahead and make small slices, just like that. Now that we cut the plantain, it's time to transfer them over to your pan to bake. So you just want to spray a light layer on your pan so they don't stick, because that is not fun. And then you want to just go ahead and arrange your plantain right next to each other over your pan. I'm gonna go ahead and pop these into the oven. So we're gonna do 20 minutes on one side, then we're gonna flip them, and 20 minutes again on the other side, and they should be golden and beautiful. So let's go ahead and get these into the oven. And we still have our sweet potatoes cooking. They're definitely not done. We know that those sweet potatoes will be done when you're able to put a fork through them and it goes through nice and easy. All right, so the next step is to make our beautiful asparagus. Guys, how lovely do these asparagus look? I could just look at them all day, but we can't. We gotta cook them. So first step is to cut off all of these bottoms that are purple, because once you cook this part, it's very stalky and it's gonna be really hard and disgusting, honestly. So we're gonna cut this off until everything is green. This is the part where I like to use scissors instead of cutting with a knife because it's very quick, very easy, efficient. Now, it's good practice to have a plastic bag with you to throw your trash in so that you're not left with a cleanup job at the end. It's best to clean up as you go. So let's go ahead and get started. I want to preserve as much of the asparagus stalk as I can, so I'm probably going to cut like right here and have this much. Now, what I didn't tell you is that we're going to be using the bamboo steamer. So if you've never heard of a bamboo steamer, it's excellent. You should look it up on Amazon. It has 2 levels. And this is going to steam your food really quick and easy. It's going to retain a lot of flavor, a lot of color, and you'll actually get the raw flavor of your vegetables, and you'll probably taste them way different than you've ever tasted them. So once I cut them, I'm going to go ahead and put them right in the bamboo steamer. Notice how little bit I'm cutting off. This is what it looks like when I'm cutting off. I'm not gonna take off too much of this because, guys, asparagus is super expensive. For those of you who ever purchased asparagus, and I am not trying to waste any bit of it, but this purple part, I'm telling you, it is not delicious. Here's the beauty. There goes my baby. Okay, let me not sing. But anyway, you guys, this is the asparagus ready to be steamed in its layer. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna move on to cutting up our peppers. Our peppers are really just there for flavor. So I'm gonna show you how I cut my peppers really quickly. For these, I use a knife. So basically, I just go ahead and I rip out those stems, just like this. Okay, next, I go ahead and I cut the pepper right down the middle. You're gonna see a lot of seeds in here. I just go in and I grab all of that right out. We don't need this. We can throw that away. So we put that in our plastic bag as well, keeping everything nice and clean, and we do not have to clean up at the end. So I'm gonna do that to both sides, and I'm gonna do that to my red pepper. All right, you guys, so I pulled out the parts of the peppers that we don't need. And basically what I do here is I just go ahead and cut the peppers the long way. I don't do anything fancy. When you're cutting, make sure that you tuck your fingers in. You do not want to lose a finger. So we have our peppers all cut up, looking beautiful. And this level is going to share with the peppers. So everything gets a little steam love. How beautiful does that look, you guys? I'm telling you. I wish you guys can see taste the flavor. So, as you can see, when we slide on over here, our water is already boiling. So we have our steam ready to go. And this tool right here on top is basically a little seat for your steamer. So it goes like this. You have your first layer with the steam coming through, nice and beautiful. And then you have your second layer, you place it on top, and then you put your top on. We're gonna do about 7 to 8 minutes. So we'll be back, sleep tight. And you guys, here's all the trash. I don't even have to clean up. Pro tip from my beautiful auntie who taught me how to cook. Bye. All right, so it's been 20 minutes. I took the plantain out the oven, and we're just gonna flip them, and then we're gonna put them back in for another 20 minutes. So when you flip them, they look beautiful just like that. They're gonna get a little more golden on the other side now. When you bake your plantain, they come out more sweet than if you fried them, honestly. So we're just gonna go ahead and flip all of them. That one has a nice color, nice little brown on it. Yep, and we'll come back when the 20 minutes on this side. So it's been about 7 to 8 minutes on our asparagus and our peppers. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the stove off. How beautiful is that? And we know that it's done because we can easily fork them up, but they're not too soft. They still have a bit of a crunch. And there's our second layer with our peppers. The peppers also have a nice crunch to them. Now that these are done, we're gonna go ahead and transfer them to our protein bowls, because remember our sad little protein bowls waiting for the carbs to get in there? Here's some of our carbs. So we're gonna go ahead and weigh them out. I'm gonna show you now. I cut my asparagus in half so that it can fit nicely into my bowls, because I have small bowls and I honestly did not want big Tupperwares. I just want everything to squeeze up in this little bowl. So I cut them in half. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my protein bowl back on the scale, and I'm gonna zero it out. And the amount of asparagus or veggies that I'm eating with my 5-ounce salmon is 4 ounces. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab some asparagus and transfer it in until we have 4 ounces. Get some bottoms. All right, we're already at 3. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add some peppers for beauty and flavor. Boom. This is basically my meal. We're just waiting for the sweet potato now, which is still cooking, has about 15 or so more minutes. And I'm gonna do this to each and every one of these sad little bowls. Okay, so now all 7 of my bowls that have my salmon in it now have my veggie. And like I said, we're just waiting for the sweet potato to come out, and that's the last portion that we're gonna add. So let's go ahead and take our plantains out. These look nice and baked. They're done. We're gonna put them onto the plate so that they can cool, and then I'm gonna weigh them out. Don't those look so delicious? It makes you want to just eat them right away. I'm telling you, when you bake plantain, they taste just like candy. You do not need oil, guys. Try baking your plantain just like this. 20 minutes on each side until they're golden and delicious. So we're gonna go ahead and get these plantain into the tuna meals. Tuna and plantain is an amazing, amazing combination. So the same thing that I did with the salmon and the asparagus, I'm gonna go ahead and put the whole bowl on there, and I'm gonna zero it out. And then the portion that I eat is 3 ounces of plantain. That's about maybe 5, 6, 7 pieces possibly. So let's go ahead and get that into the bowl. All right, so I have 3.1. This is basically the second meal that I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do that to every single bowl. Here's the meals that we've prepped so far, looking good, almost done. So let's go ahead and do that. So we have our 2 sweet potatoes, and yep, there we go. As you can see, you can go through it nice with the fork. So that means that they're done. We're gonna go ahead and take those out. Okay, so now that our sweet potatoes are finished baking, and we know that they're done because you can easily go through them, it's time to weigh them out. So we're gonna complete this meal basically. So we started off with our protein from the last video. We just added our asparagus and our peppers. And now we're gonna add the last part, our sweet potato. So again, my portion is 4 ounces of sweet potato. So we're just gonna go ahead and cut this. Again, this is just an estimate because I'm not sure if this is exactly 4 ounces. But we're gonna go ahead and just drop it on the scale just to see. Oh my goodness, that was lucky. I'm telling you guys, that never happens to me. You guys are good luck and I love y'all. So this is going to be 1 portion that's gonna go right inside there. So I'm gonna clean that up, but just for right now, we're gonna leave it in like that. I do not eat the skins, that is not my thing. Some people do, not me. Okay, so see, 4.8. So now I have to go in and try to take off a little bit. And hopefully it's perfect now. OMG, see, things like that happen. So now I have to go in, and this is the very tedious part, you guys. Sometimes it's a little difficult. So now it's actually perfect. And now this meal is complete. So you have your salmon, sweet potato, and your asparagus, and that's basically what I eat. You guys, I am done. So let me explain to you everything that I eat in one day since we're done cooking. First of all, for breakfast, I have my 4 eggs. So we boiled all of these. So it's easy for me to just grab and go in the morning. 4 eggs. And then I have 2 rice cakes with peanut butter. If I'm on the go, this is my portion. If I'm in the house, I just obviously go ahead and scoop out of that. So that's what I eat first. Then my second meal after a workout, most likely, I'm having a protein shake. So that's why I have these on the go, because right after my workout, I just go ahead and put them right into my bottle and I have my shake. And then with my shake, I have a fruit. So my fruit of choice is grapefruit. I love it. That's just my favorite. Then moving on to later, my next meal is the tuna and the plantain. And I throw a lot of hot sauce in there, you guys. Bomb.com. And then my last meal of the day is my salmon meal. So I have my 5 ounces of salmon, 4 ounces of sweet potato, and 4 ounces of veggies, mostly asparagus. So that is what I eat, you guys. That's my meal prep. It's very simple. It's nothing too crazy. It probably takes me about 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and that is a small investment to have your foods done for you the entire week. So you guys, make sure that you like, you comment, you subscribe, and you share with a friend. Thank you so much for watching. Comment below what you want me to do next or show you about my prep. But anyway, you guys, we're 10 weeks out. Let's get it.